Hi, my name is Karen Britton, and I am speaking to you from the Pacific Northwest of the United States, where I am from, and I am right now. But I'm going to be moving to South Korea in exactly 1 week, so I am applying to the Ad1 challenge number 26 for learning Korean language from zero. This will be my second Ad1 challenge. I previously did a challenge last fall for German, and now I would say I have about an A2 level of German, so basic communication. Other than that, I speak French and Spanish more or less fluently, and these languages I did not learn in 3 months. They took me many years of learning and living in countries where people spoke these languages. I want to learn Korean because I'm going to be working in an international school there, and my work will be in English, but I always get so much more out of an experience living abroad when I have a basic level of a language. And I know from experience that, for example, when I moved to Spain, it took me 5 or 6 months to really get into learning the language, despite it not being too difficult for me to learn, just because I was not really having the support for learning the language and too involved with my new job and all of that. So this time moving to a new country, I really just want to hit the ground running and learn as quick as possible, at least the basics of communication. So I would consider myself a fairly experienced language learner. I also am a teacher, so I know something about applied linguistics and all of that. And I really like the format of the Ad1 challenge. I find it really helpful. My goal is, first of all, my most difficult thing is overcoming shyness. I'm generally a pretty shy person, and even in English sometimes I don't like to talk to strangers, so sometimes it's even harder for me in another language. My goal is, for the first part of this challenge at least, is to study 5 hours a week and then give myself 2 days of rest for 1 hour for each study session. And if I don't do this, I put as my punishment that I would hitchhike somewhere by myself, which is something I did a lot when I was younger, but now I seem to, I guess, be a little more afraid, or not that I really think it's dangerous, but I don't know. I think it's an adventure, but I'm also like really lazy to do it now, especially alone. So if I don't manage my challenge, then I'm gonna force myself to really throw myself into like a solo trip by myself, where I'm forced to interact with people all the time, as you do when you're hitchhiking or couch surfing or etc. So this is my video, and I hope I will be accepted.